Alright, tavern looks old but well taken care of. If it wasn't given a frequent care, it would be dilapidated. Blah, 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 blah. The love given to this place
It's a
clearly
lot
shines.
taller than I thought it'd be.
Well, it doubles as a sort of hotel. I'm assuming the topmost floors are private rooms.
So, Valessa.
Yo, really?
Get a room?
That's cool. Maybe we can rest before we leave.
If we have the time, perhaps we can. It might be nice to explore this place in person. I've read about it and heard lots of stories.
What kind of stories?
If they're true, you'll see for yourself.
Oh! Okay, is this... Yeah. Ah! When we enter Peregrino, we're greeted to an argument. Oh god. Normally I'd look around the tavern, but this seems pretty heated. The barkeep, angry, seems to yell at an annoyed man in front of him.
Absolutely not! There's no way! Take that letter back to Dominic in pieces. I'm not giving up my beloved Peregrino, Pro.
It would seem that he's talking to Pro, the man we come to meet. For some reason, I find him extremely familiar. I can't pinpoint why. Because he stabbed
Aaron,
me!
You don't want to test me. This is for the good of Alestia. Don't be selfish. He wouldn't act outside of our best interests. If you don't agree, he'll cut your funding. You wouldn't be able to keep up. You'd go out of business. This isn't exactly the best place for a watering hole, you know.
The barkeep must be named Aaron. He seems to be on the receiving end of Pro's threats.
I'll make do. I have to. This place is my home.
We're not asking you to move. You just have to let Dominic do what he wants.
Zamira is off to the side watching as well, drink in hand. I exchange glances with Valessa and Fortin, who seem a little startled. It seems like this is escalating quickly. What should I do? I should save, is what I should do. Because, man, I'm going to interrupt. I decided to intrude on their argument before it gets any worse. What are they arguing about exactly? That's what I chose to ask first. Aaron scoffs and Pro gives me a sly smile like my interruption benefits him.
Dominic wants me to shut down Peregrino. He wants to turn it into some stupid barracks.
It's for Valenorth's safety, you know? With an army here, the village would be safe. Future attacks could be stopped before they even start.
At the cost of my home, you mean? I refuse to do this. You can't make me.
You're acting like a child, Aaron. Like I said, you can still live here. It just wouldn't be a tavern anymore.
But that's what it was meant to be, Pro. That's what the rebellion wanted. Neutral ground for both nations. You can't change your mind just because you want something else.
That's exactly why we can change our minds. Aaron, stop being stubborn. Lives are at stake here. Look me in the eyes and tell me your tavern is worth those lives.
But...
Pro cuts him off before he can continue and looks me in the eye.
Hey, Seer, give us your input. Without an elder, you're in charge of Aaron. This place still falls under Valenor's jurisdiction. Or do you not know the secret of Peregrino?
Secret of Peregrino? What does he mean? I look at Valessa and Fortin and they shrug. He must have recognized me from the blade on my back.
Back when your elder formed a treaty with Mazeo? Well, it's not like they trusted each other immediately. Both sides were scared of walking into a trap. So what was the best thing to do? Meet each other halfway. That's right. This place was built for secret rebellion meetings. But things are changing. Valenorth deserves an army to protect it.
It seems like the rebellion wants Valinor to be resettled as well. That puts me at ease. I was worried that they might throw it away like nothing. All the patrons look pretty happy here, but Valinor could benefit from an army. I think about the secret he just told me. It sort of makes sense. A tavern in the middle of the forest isn't the best place to run a business. Dominic must be lining Aaron's pockets to serve the rebellion's needs.
Don't tell me you're considering this, Seer.
Talk about putting me on the spot. I hope this isn't a frequent event. I'm pretty sure it probably is. I don't think like this is my choice, but due to the current circumstances, it is. Milos resigned as the elder, leaving me in charge until I elect a replacement. That reminds me, I'd still have to choose between Valessa or Fortin. However, it's probably best to take things one step at a time. First, Peregrino. I strike a pose that implies I'm in deep thought, but truly, I'm at a loss for words. Like,
Think about it logically for a second. If this was a barracks, Valinor would be safe. We'd fight off the Triumvirate forces for you. It may be too late now, but we can plan for the future. Dominic is requesting this of Aaron, but you can order it. He'll be expecting...
oh yes, man. And of course, it immediately goes away.
It may be too late now, but we can plan for the future. Dominic is requesting this of Aaron, but you can order it. He'll be expecting answers as soon as we arrive in Mazeo.
Pro seems to know this a lot more than I initially thought.
He has a point, Seer. Technically, you're in charge of the entire nation. And if it sounds like I'm putting pressure on you, I am.
Thanks, Ulrich. You're my best buddy.
We have a lot to do. We can't waste time over stupid fights. Help them resolve this so we can talk about important stuff.
It's all happening so quickly. Ooh, I can't even find the time to think. It feels surreal, almost like I'm in a dream. Or vision? That is real. Any attempt of collecting my thoughts goes on to be promptly
There's
interrupted.
no reason to turn this into a barracks, though. If you win this war, Alestia will be safe and peaceful. Dominic is being hasty. He's not thinking straight. Seer, I beg of you, don't take my home away from me.
Everyone stares at me, expecting me to make a decision. Their watchful gaze fills me with anxiety, and I tense up. Maybe I should ask for advice before making a decision. Oh my fucking god. This choice will shape the future of Alestia. I can't! Okay, I was about to say I can't save. Okay, I can save. Okay, good. Okay. Yeah, overwrite, I guess. I don't know. Apparently, I think... oh, fuck, Nuggets. Valessa!
Whoa. You actually want my input on this?
You wanna be
Yes, it is my
freaking...
duty to assist you, but I'm surprised.
You wanna
I'm
be able to
supposed
help
guide you
me?
when it comes to visions. If I had to choose, I'd keep this place the way it is. After the war, Valinor and the rest of the world will be safe. Why would we train an army after we've taken down the Triumvirate? If I were the
That's what I was
elder,
thinking.
I'd commit myself to maintaining our independence. That means living outside of conflict like we've been doing for millennia. Siding with the rebellion and putting an army here will tie us to future wars.
Right.
Until today, even you were raised in an independent Valinor. I can understand a temporary alliance, but we should go back to normal. I honestly think it's kind of an insulting idea. We can take care of ourselves.
Yes. Because he'll want to make it a barracks. He's going to be indifferent. So, that's the only one I needed to hear. I'm still going to save. And I'm not going to overwrite that one in case I fuck up. Make the final decision. Stay as it is. I couldn't steal Aaron's home away from him. It was wrong. Might or mirth. We'd have to find other ways to keep Valinor safe. Forcefully seizing property would give us a bad image. We're above that. We're not like the Triumvirate.
Are you serious? Come on. You can't just leave your village defenseless.
Now, Pro, you're the one that brought him into this. We need to take his word as law. That's how it works. Thank you so much,
Thank you,
Seer.
Valessa.
This calls for a celebration.
Give me some booze. Aaron runs off and starts to prepare some drinks. Pro crosses his arms and looks at me with a scowl.
Just
Maybe that's why
meant
he's
you're
testing.
already a thorn in my side. Oh well. I just hope you don't come to regret that choice. If you don't, then expect future generations to hate you. Ah well. I guess I should look on the bright side of things. At least they can have a drink while their village burns down again.
His sarcasm was noted, and his joke was far too soon. He shrugs at Ulrich as he walks to to a nearby table and sits down. A few moments later, Ulrich follows suit. Is it time for the meeting? I wave to Vlessa and Fortum as I walk over to the table. A few moments later, we're all seated together, exchanging glances. Sorry, I'm a little crazy today.
Ulrich,
Pro?
I thought you might find yourself here. Dominik must know about the new plans then.
He assumed you were slacking off. Now that I'm here, I guess it's half true.
Don't worry, I had it planned all along. You can doubt me, but everything worked out. Here we are, all together and ready to plan.
I need to get all of you back to Dominik as fast as possible. We need to make some moves and plan our final attack.
He looks at me and then back at the blade on my back.
You'll be training under a pretty strict regimen. Dominik wants you to master that blade as fast as you can. Now, I already told you about the spirit idol they found in Mazeo. Dominik wants to use you and that blade to tap into its power. He thinks it would give us more of a chance to win this war.
Wait, a new spirit idol? I didn't know that could happen. I thought we had all of them mapped out for a long time.
I'll assume your studying abilities are limited in Valenorth, but the occupation was just a cover for the Triumvirate's true goal. They were looking for this spirit idol, so they could destroy it.
Whoa, 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 hold on. Why would they want to do that?
We don't know, but that's why Dominik wants it first. There's a possibility that it poses a threat to their reign. Legend has it they destroyed Alarinthia's idol as well.
Wait, Alarinthia's idol was destroyed?
It was so long ago that they almost never had one. That's why it turned into the arid wasteland it's become. Kind of like how Valenorth will freeze over, potentially.
So, Dominik wants to use this new spirit idol for power. Isn't that risky? Does he even know what will happen?
Nope. This has never been done before. Unless, of course, we're talking about your friend here.
Hello. Hi, I'm still here. He stares directly at me. He must be talking about my power. It was gifted to me directly from Valenor's now dim spirit idol.
You mean he wants to use the power on people?
As far as I know, yeah. It could give our army just the push it needs. There's even a chance it could turn them into seers.
An army of seers. Do you realize how crazy that sounds? I can't believe Dominik would want to do that.
Hey, I'm just theorizing. We have no idea what will actually happen. We just know one thing. The Triumvirate wants it destroyed.
And that means they don't want anyone else to have it. So there must be something we can use it for, right? We think that this is part of your destiny, Seer.
Why are you gonna stab me, bro? My destiny.
It's not a coincidence that all of this happened at once. We find the idol just as you realize your potential. Perhaps it's that potential we need to be using.
Basically, it's gonna happen like this. We'll get to Mazeo, and Dominik will start your training. When you feel comfortable enough, we'll bring you to the idol. You'll use your power to tap into it and empower our army. Then, you'll help Dominik lead our final assault on Balteus. We'll take down the Triumvirate in their own home.
Wow.
Kind
He
of
really
pushy.
has it all planned out, huh?
Yeah, smooth sailing once we get to Mazeo. But I think it would be too dangerous to leave right now. It's almost nighttime. We should rest and leave in the morning.
I agree. I made good time on my journey over here. We'll still be on schedule even if we stop to rest. Spirits know I need it after the long trek I just took.
Resting does sound pretty good right now. It's been such a hectic day. I'm overwhelmed.
Ow.
Yeah, and it'll give us time to discuss other matters. I'm down to rest, Ulrich. Just point us in the right direction.
Not so fast. Let's hang out for a bit first. It's still early enough that we can have plenty of fun. Go look around. I won't be too far behind, all right?
Sure, bro.
Oh, sure.
Wilson and Fortune leave the table and start looking around. That's what I would have done, were it not for the earlier argument. Ulrich and Pro look at me and let out a deep sigh.
I'm gonna go grab a drink. Seer, when you're ready, take any room you want. We'll head to the Outlook at dawn and journey down to Mazeo.
He gets up and walks away, leaving me alone with Pro.
Look,
Awkward.
I'm sure you're processing a lot all at once, but you're not alone. We're about to go to war. I'm overwhelmed too, and so is Ulrich. He might
Sure.
not show it, but I'm sure he's scared. There's never been a battle like this before. All we can do is play with the hand we've been dealt.
Yeah. Pro has now permanently joined the party. The handsome swindler.
I'll see you around, all right? Watching everybody drink is making me thirsty. If
Me
you miss
too.
me,
Let me drink my
you'll
pib.
know where to find me.
Ah, it's good pib. Leaves the table and goes to grab a drink. All I can do is hang out for a while and then go to sleep. I can talk to Pro for some more information too. Whatever I did, though, this would be my final night in Valinor. Click the arrows at the top right corner to advance the story. Otherwise, feel free to explore Peregrino at your leisure. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God. Oh God! There's so much more! Okay, I'm gonna do this little section and then I'm gonna end the episode. Hopefully, if my math is correct, this will probably be the last episode of the opening act, because going out of Valinor seems like end of an intro type of thing. So this episode is probably gonna be a few minutes longer than normal. So, all right, I'm really hoping none of these are out of context. All right, let's start with the top one.
Hey, Zamira. It's good to see you again. I was starting to worry you might...
Oh, come on now. There's no need to worry about me. I'd worry about Valinorth. There's no more gate guard.
Oh, yeah. I guess that was your job. I'm glad to see that you got everything done. Did you, happen to touch that sword by any chance?
Absolutely not. I kept it under wraps the entire time. We put it in the Grand Tree for safekeeping.
Whew. Good idea. I'm just really curious. Domek was able to use it, however briefly. And not only that, but he had a vision too.
Yeah, I was wondering about that. Didn't you guys find a new spirit idol in Mazeo?
Yeah, I think he wants to harness it for power. I didn't stop to ask, but it's all he talks about now.
Well, isn't it inside your new HQ?
Whoops, I quick saved.
Yeah, now that you mention it.
Didn't Damek frequent those underground tunnels? Maybe he was exposed to some level of spiritual energy. At least, enough to let him have a vision or something.
I don't think that's how it works.
It's a possibility. At least give me that much. That blade challenges all of our understandings.
Yes, it does.
All right, your theory has merit. It's really odd, but it makes sense. Can you even imagine if it was true?
Maybe that's why Damek wants to harness its power. Giving regular people visions? He'd have an army of seers. There's no way the Triumvirate could fight against that.
Whoa.
Problem with
Hey, how'd you learn about this stuff anyway?
that. I love that face.
I overheard a few things, that's all. No one is leaking intel or anything.
Good. We can't have any moles. The rebellion, as it is, currently hangs on threads. It's only thanks to that anomalous blade that we stand a chance.
Hey, you were working with the seer?
Alright. Yes, I was.
Yeah, something
Oh,
like that.
Zamira.
It lasted all a couple hours.
What do you think about him?
I
I'm awesome.
honestly have no idea. It's hard to believe that our fate rests upon one person. I don't think I could put my faith in somebody that way.
Traitor.
Why not?
It's a big gamble, isn't it? Too risky.
Yeah, but faith is all about risk. You believe in spite of overwhelming odds. You fight, even when everything tells you to stop. You don't have to agree, but it's true. Without faith, the rebellion wouldn't even be here. Alessia would...
You have a point.
Ah,
Ulrich. It's impressive that you've come this far.
I clicked by accident.
and we still have a long way to go. But we won't get there if people don't believe. Have a little faith in us. All right, Zamira?
Yeah,
Well,
dude, gosh.
I can't say no to that. Just don't let me down, all right? When we make it through this, I'm buying drinks.
Hell yeah.
Oh, you mean you aren't buying right now? And here I was, buttering you up for nothing.
Oh, alright. Oh, the sword back on it. Oh, there's a book in here I can read.
Zamira, can I talk to you for a second?
Of course. What's up, Aaron?
I want to thank the seer for what he's done. Defying Domek's orders and letting me keep Peregrino. They deserve something. But I don't know what to do. I was thinking of offering him a permanent room. You know, to stay here whenever he wants. Should I offer unlimited drinks as well? Zamira, are you paying attention?
Does this offer of free drinks extend to his comrades?
I suppose it would.
All right, I'm sold. Here, I'll take you to see him right away. I'm so thirsty. This is gonna be amazing!
Zamira, whoa! Let go! I want a gift for them, not you.
Don't worry, he'll love it. Everybody, Aaron is giving us free drinks! Come over here! Let's celebrate for Peregrino!
Oh no. Is he serious right now? There's no way I have enough for everybody.
Yeah, you heard right! Free!
Zamira! Dude, not cool, man. We're gonna get to Pro in a second. I want to hear all this other stuff first. The Chronicles of Sovi. Oh, ship. Sovi looked at... Oh, God, the hell. that ARG was not a good idea. Okay. Alright. Sovi looked at the sea, taking in every detail in the near infinite expanse. Still processing the earlier revelations, he gritted his teeth, annoyed. Why did the Triumvirate wait so long to tell him these secrets?
Master, are you okay?
Of course.
There it is again, that dismissive tone. I can tell when something is wrong, you know. There's no need to lie. I'm your apprentice.
It's nothing, Halen.
I think it has to do with what happened earlier. The Triumvirate told you something, didn't they? You're not taking it well. I could tell the entire time.
Very perceptive. Leave me alone.
Sovi, you're acting like a child.
He lets out a deep sigh as his apprentice hounds him for information. It was true, but Sovi didn't want to admit it. He was too prideful.
Please tell me. I want to help you, Sovi. I stand by your side no matter what.
Are you sure about that, Halen?
Of course. You don't have to tell me what they said, Sovi, but at least tell me what you're feeling.
Aww. Sovi took note of Halen's sudden empathy. It was abnormal and somewhat unwelcome. What had changed in the last few hours?
They told me something I wasn't ready to hear. I'm sorry I forgot about you, and I'm sorry for being cross. My thoughts are muddled, Halen, and I'm confused.
How do you plan to deal with that?
For the first time in a while, I don't know. My purpose was always clear, my resolve unwavering. I'm starting to feel like my previous master, before my promotion.
You never did tell me what happened to him.
No, I didn't.
Very well. At least tell me about this purpose of yours. I fight to ensure the reign of the Triumvirate. Our gods.
A very clear purpose, and noble to some. For me, things have always been a bit different. I fight to ensure the reign of Alestia's true rulers.
Then what's the issue, Master? It would seem that we share the same purpose.
So he sighed again and slumped his shoulders slightly. Until now, everything had been an act to intimidate Shane. Sorry, I just clapped right in front of the microphone because I was trying to kill a gnat. Halen could tell that Sophie was displaying his true emotions.
Normally, I would agree with you. But now, I'm not so sure.
That's interesting. Alright, Chronicle of Gruz. After arranging everything with Dominic, Grizz returned to his office. He had a lot to do, working with both the Rebellion and the Triumvirate. Though his true allegiance was with the rebels, he had to keep up appearances. That meant trying to strike an alliance with most unexpected factions.
No, Alex, you have it all wrong. I only want you to pretend that you're helping the Triumvirate. When the time comes, you'll turn on them and help Dominic instead.
You know Nada will never let this happen, right?
It's adorable, he's a fox!
I don't care what she thinks. I'm asking you. I have no doubt in my mind. A battle is coming to Mazeo. The Triumvirate will send their forces here for that new idol. I don't know what they want with it, but we need to strike immediately. You'll meet them at the docks and tell them you've been hired to assist. As soon as you get the chance, you'll sabotage the ships and kill them all.
God damn.
That is, except for one ship. Dominic will need one to launch his attack on Balteus.
Alright, I'll humor you for a moment. Even if I play along and your rebellion comes to rule Alestia, they'll lift the trade bans, effectively ruining piracy for good. Why should I fight to kill my own profession?
There are much better things to do in this world, Alex. I could pay you with anything you wanted, or any job you wanted. Just name it, and I'll make it happen. These are dire times, you know.
I doubt this offer extends to the rest of our crew. I'd love a reward and a new job, but not if it screws them over. They'll be doing the bulk of the fighting, not me or Nada. That is, if I can even convince them to do this. One of our core tenets is that we don't take sides.
Even when the victor is clear?
Even so, during the occupation, we fought for our own survival. Both the Triumvirate and the citizens of Mazeo attacked us. We worked for decades to unite the pirates into what they are today. Doing this will split them apart again. You'll make an enemy out of Nada. She's pretty much the leader, and her influence is immeasurable.
I'm well aware of that, and I've taken it into consideration. A divide in your numbers will still give me the right amount of men. You can show the rest of the pirates they're on the wrong side of this. Any divide that comes, I'm sure we can mend it. Besides, Dominic hasn't said he's going to harm piracy. I'm sure we can come to some sort of deal, Alex.
No matter what the deal is, you can't win over everybody. As soon as the Triumvirate falls, you'll have another war lined up. Hell, they might even join the White Cloaks out of spite.
I'm willing to take the risk, but I'll do my best to make sure they're satisfied. There will be a place for everyone in our new Alestia. The pirates are in a great position to make demands. As the mayor of Mazeo, I can give you anything you want. There's no way Nada could turn an offer like that down.
Very well. Let's talk terms.
Ooh, pirates! Arr! I'm not gonna do that the full arc this time because last time I did that, I killed my person. What's up, buddy? How did you come to join the rebellion? Tell me yourself. How long have you been here? How long have you
I've
been
been
here?
here for a couple weeks, much to Domic's dismay. He wanted me to bring the blade to Valenorth and get you immediately. I guess maybe he thought the attack was going to happen right away. An outsider marching into Valenorth with a weapon would be a bad idea. That's why I wrapped it up and gave it to Zamira to keep safe. I knew Milas would give it to you, and you'd come here eventually. I knew we had spare time, so I decided to play it safe. Besides, Peregrino is a pretty cool place. Aaron sure is fun to hang out with.
Don't make him mad that you disobeyed.
I think it's a pretty good idea if you want to resettle Valenorth. Any future attackers will have to march right past Peregrino. Can't think of a better use than to station a capable army here.
Yeah, but it's taken...
Not much,
we
to
know
be
the
honest,
crime rate.
but probably more than most. I pride myself on picking up weird information. And if you're talking weird, they really fit the bill. Their rule goes really far back. Like, we don't know about a time without them. A lot of people in Alestia consider them gods, and say they created our world. But there's no way to know for sure. They never answer questions like that. It's really rare that they come out of their chambers. I've never seen it happen. And I'm starting to wonder if I ever will. I bet that's where we'll take them down. We've tried to lure them out, but it never works. They see right through our tricks.
You just said you don't know.
I wish I could tell you.
Yeah, I knew he was going to say that. What do you think
Either
they got
they
this
made
blade?
it, or they found it. Both options are terrifying. If they found it, that means it came from somewhere. Another world, even. In that case, how many worlds, how many people were victim to its power? On the other hand, if they created it, they must be almost unstoppable. If they made it on their own, then by logic, they have to be stronger than it. Doesn't exactly fill you with confidence to march against them, does it?
Yeah. That's really it, really. I mean, he didn't really have much information. Oh, wait. Here. There we go. I almost made a boo-boo. Alright, moving. I make my way toward one of the private rooms. Time to get some rest. It's been a long day, and the subsequent days show no sign of changing pace. The new life would simply be a nature of things. Everything was different. I let that settle in for a while. It'd be almost impossible to sleep as things stood. Uh-oh. All our lives were flipping around in an instant. Not only that, but put in danger, too. There's no guarantee that any of us would survive this, and we didn't have a choice but to fight. At least I didn't. Regardless of my feelings, I couldn't turn back on Alestia. If I did that, I'd be saying my own life was more important than our entire world. No matter how hard I tried, there's no way I could convince myself that was true. I sat on the edge of the bed and let out a loud sigh as I lay back. I don't get much rest before I'm shaken wide awake. The door to my room slowly opens. It's Valessa and Fortin. It seems their disregard for my privacy and desire to sleep. I rise up to greet them, unsure of what to say. Oh, I want to say that so badly. Oh, I can see you too. I was getting lonely.
Because we might be here for a while. Fortum and I have been talking all evening. There's something we need to discuss. Now.
Yeah, we both came to the same conclusion. This isn't an order. It's more of a polite demand. Seer, you need to choose the next Elder of Valenorth.
You have a lot on your plate. You can't handle everything responsibly. Valenor's future requires nothing but the utmost care and attention. We can't expect you to lead Valenorth and train with that blade.
It's exactly like she said. Listen, I know this may seem sudden to you, but we've been talking about it for a while now. We wouldn't feel comfortable leaving Peregrino without a new elder. Someone needs to plot Valenor's future and make choices along the way. Considering you'll be busy with the rebellion, we want you to elect one of us.
Valessa nods and smiles. I can tell they're both dead
Let
serious.
us carry this burden, Seer. Please.
I'll give you a burden to carry. I rubbed the fatigue out of my eyes and stared at them for a few moments. It seemed that lately people had a tendency of putting me on the spot. Their intentions were pure, however, to stop me from being overwhelmed. Any effort to alleviate the pressure shouldn't go unnoticed. I crossed my arms and continued to stare at them. They looked concerned. This is almost like an intervention. I doubt they'll leave without result.
Did we say something wrong? Look, he has no idea what to say.
And I thought we made our case pretty clear. Look, we're the best two candidates here. You should make your choice before the night is over.
We can talk about it a little more if you'd like. It'd be best if this wasn't a hasty choice, right? Let's think things through. Like a team.
There goes that rest we wanted to have. Looks like I'll have to get comfortable.
She makes her way to the back of the room and sits on the chest. Seems uncomfortable, even for a makeshift chair, and she doesn't show it. Fortin yawns and rests back against the windowsill, whistling in a...
So, what do we talk about?
Save is what we talk about. I already said my funny. It's time to save and get serious. Okay, Fortin, why do you want to be elder?
I'm actually a fan of what Milas and his father have done. Valinor has spent more than enough time being independent. We need to band together. We'll be strong enough to face any threat. Valessa wants to maintain our independence. We can't have that. How long until we're attacked again? The Triumvirate isn't our last enemy, and when that time comes, I want to have allies. We need to be strong. To that end, I would have converted Peregrino into a barracks. I know you didn't, and I'm going to honor your choice. I'll be proud to lead Valinor just as you left it. Is that all?
Yeah.
Because Milas and his father have given up Valinor's soul. We need to stand apart. Our culture, our line of seers, they're special. Valinor was and always should be independent. It's just fact. Whatever comes our way, we can handle it on our own. That's the way it's been for thousands and thousands of years. This is only happening because we stoked the Triumvirate's ire. That won't happen again. And Fortin can't see that. He wants to unite with the rest of Alestia and give up our identity. What? I think you understand where I'm coming from. Any other questions?
Yeah, I know. I made up my fucking mind. I know who I want to make. Though I thought of the grip and anticipate my decision, that was it. I decided in direct Valinor's future. It would either be Fortin's unity or Valessa's independence.
Well, what is it?
Please think this through.
Choice will change Alestia's future. Alright, you deserve your own save point as well. Valessa, I elect you as Valinor's elder. They decided with Valessa because she was right. Strength of identity. We only got involved because of our alliance with Moseo. If we maintained our independence, Valinor would be safe and sound. Not only that, but our culture, our hierarchy were important too. There'd be no place for seers and scribes in the rest of Alestia. After this was said and done, Valinor would remain strong and free.
Yes! I knew we were on the same page. I can't thank you enough for this, really. I was so scared we'd lose Valinor.
She finally runs towards me and hugs me. Fortin rolls his eyes and looks elsewhere. I'm unsure if it was because of my choice or the hug.
Hey, Fortin even gets a promotion too. As your scribe, he can fill the gap I'm leaving. Oh, man, my head is so full of ideas right now. I'll have to discuss things with Domik more in depth. Oh, this is so cool. When we meet him, it'll be a meeting of nations. Since I'm our envoy, I'll work on sounding as professional as I can. So, Domik, it's a pleasure to meet you. No, wait, that sounds stupid. Sir Domik?
Hey, Valessa, calm down for a second. This means I get to replace you as the scribe? You'll have to give me some last-minute training, you know.
Oh, right. I guess you are a little rusty. No worries. I'll take good care of you. Things will go swimmingly. Trust me.
I'll trust her. It's clear that she's jubilant. I don't think I've seen her this excited in a while. This would change the entire way she approached our journey.
And I just want to thank you even more, Seer. You decided to keep Peregrino the way it is. I'm grateful. That's a huge step towards our continued independence.
Honestly, I agree with her.
Seems like we have our work cut out for us. I'm a little upset that you didn't pick me, but I'll get over it. At the end of the day, I'm not just tagging along anymore. The position of Elder has only been open for a day, but I've been training to become a scribe for my entire life. Maybe,
there you go, buddy.
In this case, things worked out for the best.
There you go, perfect. He gives me a wide smile before walking toward the door. But before he leaves, he turns back and looks at both of us.
You coming, Valessa?
No, she's not. She's staying here.
Oh,
Hey.
sure. Just give me a few more minutes. I
Yeah,
have a few more things to talk about.
I was saying to hours. Get out of here for more time. I'm trying to get late.
Fair enough. Good night.
Good night, buddy. After he leaves, Valessa lets out a loud sigh. She presses her back against the wall and closes
For
her eyes.
once, the future doesn't seem so uncertain. I'm sure I'll be put in a lot of complicated situations, Seer. Your wisdom is just as important to Valinor's future as I am. Remember how you went to Melis today, instead of telling me? If your visions involve my leadership, or Valinor's safety, please come to me. Otherwise, I'll train Fortum to take good care of you. He's in good hands.
She exits the room, and I can describe with utmost certainty her posture, her steps, and all displayed something like a newborn resolve. And for good reason, too. We just decided the direction of our nation's future. Make my way back to the bed and practically collapse on it. Hopefully I'd get enough sleep for our journey to the Outlook. Surrendering to heavy eyelids, I lose myself to the night. Why did Valessa's sprite pop up? That was random. Why? It isn't much longer before I fall asleep. But much to my dismay, I get no rest that night. For the Fates had something else in store. The end of the demo? Fucking vision, really? Before I can comprehend what happens, I'm whisked away from Peregrino. This isn't a vision. Those don't appear so fast after falling asleep. This is different. I rub my eyes and try to take more into my surroundings. Where am I? It's so dark, with architecture unlike anything I've ever seen. There's nobody here. I'm all by myself, except for that. I just hit my monitor. At the other end of the room, it pulsates and glows. As I look at it, I feel something burn deep inside of me. Not in a bad way. No, this is more like a burning desire. It's calling out to me. It wants me to get closer. Why does Valessa's face keep popping up? Oh, click the idol. Take one step closer, keeping my eyes on the mysterious object. As soon as my foot lands on the ground, pain courses through my body. I'm brought to my knees. It's almost like slowly draining my energy. When it subsides, I stand back up, but the desire hasn't gone away. I need to get closer. I need to know exactly what that thing is. My burning curiosity trumps any care for my own well-being. Even though I object to such a mindset, I keep moving forward. It's almost like my body is moving on its own without my input. Save right here. Take another step and the pain returns to my body, but this time it's worse. I'm brought to my knees and I can't seem to get back up, tearing me apart. I pant heavily, unable to move as it continues to harm my spirit.
Stop.
Oh! Hi, guys! Immediately fall to the ground as I hear the voices come from behind me. But it's not a bad thing, as I gain full control over my body. Whatever was controlling me, they had put a stop to it. I turn around and take steps towards them, grateful. I could tell that the further away from the object I was, the better. But then I reach the mysterious person. I'm not prepared for what
It's almost instinctual now. Interesting. Sorry for not being here right away. I didn't know you'd come so fast. That means things have slowed down on your end. I see.
The Triumvirate. I can tell right away. Or at least one of them, since I only see one cloak before me. I start to panic and reach for the blade of exit.
No.
They wave their hand forward and I can no longer move. Letting out a chuckle, they start walking toward me.
So you remain pure, even now. Interesting. I expected to see the seeds of corruption within you. Is it possible you know? No. That can't be right.
Huh?
There is no way to discern the consequences of your actions. You act instinctively, much like before. You do what you think is right. But what is right and what is pure? Well, those are two different things.
What? They strike a pose as if they're lost in thought.
You know who I am, or at least what I belong to. I speak not for the Triumvirate, but of my own accord. Not that this would go against the wishes of my subordinates.
Subordinate? Does this mean I'm in the presence of the Triumvirate's leader?
That power within you is a truly wonderful thing. So much strength, gifted to you by the realm of spirits. But you have to ask yourself, is it truly a gift? Do you act in Alestia's best interests, or in the spirits? Until now, everyone in Valinor assumed the two aligned. But things are changing. They're starting to make a push.
I strain myself trying to... I was like, I always picture myself like this, like... trying to move, but to no avail. Whatever they've done, they've taken control over my body.
What purpose is your journey if it ends in complete corruption? Keep that in mind as you stride forward, and make those tough choices. Many of them breed corruption. The pursuit of strength, for example. Before you go, I did call you here for one purpose.
They motion to the idol at the back of the room before waving their arm. As the ability to move returns to my body, I stumble, falling to balance myself. How is it possible to do this? Can they manipulate spiritual energy without the blade? I regain my balance and immediately turn to look at the idol.
It's beautiful, isn't it? There's never been a more pure form of corruption. You seek to dethrone us. Isn't that your goal? In that case, remember one thing.
They tilt their head, and though I can't see their face, I assume they're smiling. With a final wave of their hand, I collapse to the ground and my vision fades away.
The only thing that can destroy pure corruption is purity itself, embodied.
Oh. I hear their words, but I seem to exist in a void of nothingness. I don't understand what just happened. I'm only left with a multitude of questions. My actions can influence the purity or corruption of the power inside of me? That doesn't make any sense, but then again, maybe that's what they wanted. They'd want to confuse me, to try and push me down a different path. Of course they'd want to scare me away from decisions that would harm their reign. Or would they? Ooh, corruption or purity. Almost immediately I find myself back in Peregrino. I got no sleep. And thanks to what just happened, I doubt I would on any other night. The lingering fright of that this made happen again. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be this might happen again. It was almost crippling. Sun, eliminating the gorilla, I can see the covered and dust. Overnight patrons must be rare. I stand up and stretch, letting out a loud yawn as I do and knock at my door. Oh. Oh, I'm getting purity points now. I've made 2 decisions. Oh, that's cool. Man, without hesitation, the door swings open a few moments later. Melissa and Fortum enter, displaying a level of energy that makes me envious. Must have been time to leave us. As soon as we walk to the door, our journey would begin.
Good morning.
What's
We all
up?
slept in a
Hey,
bit late,
how you
so
doing?
we're skipping breakfast. Ulrich's orders, so there's no point in fighting it, right?
Yeah,
breakfast
but our
is the
next
most
stop
important
is
meal
Mazeo.
of the day.
As soon as we get there, I'll buy us all apples. Man, it's been way too long since I've had those.
If you say so, buddy.
A one-track mind as usual. But to be honest, it does sound tasty. Hopefully they aren't too expensive. So, are you ready to go? Ulrich and Pro are waiting out front. I guess the outlook is pretty close to Peregrino.
I'm good.
Yeah.
Unless there's something else we need to do.
I'm pretty sure that's it. Unless there's a book somewhere, they both look at me. I guess it's my choice. That might be a good chance to get some private time with my friends. But Ulrich and Pro could get impatient and waste time chatting in Peregrino. Either way, I know of one thing for certain: I shouldn't tell them what happened. Triumvirate taking me to their chambers, and personally, would they even believe me? I should let it process a bit longer and see what happens again before telling anybody. I pause and they wait for my time to move. Oh, here we are. Okay, purity and corruption. Over the course of the game, you'll make many important decisions. I guessed that already. These will increase the background stat known as purity and corruption. What? A representation of how you carry yourself in the world. It also determines the nature of power you hold within and your values as a leader. You can keep track of your numbers on the save screen. Choices will not be marked by their alignment. Think carefully before making important decisions. You won't know their true nature until afterwards. Ooh. Icons are placed in the game world after important choices. These will help you learn what has changed and reflect on your choices. Dialogue and key plot events will change depending on your alignment. The party banter is affected by your choice to keep Peregrino as a tavern. You chose to keep Peregrino intact, remaining as a tavern. Yes, I did. Heart-to-heart conversations. You now have the access to heart-to-heart conversations. These are accessed just like regular one-on-one conversations, but are marked by a heart. Each character has a personal plot and spans the entirety of your adventure. Make sure you access these important conversations as soon as you can. These conversations can only be played once, and your decisions are 100% final. They will impact your relationship with the character as well as their personal journey. Access enough heart-to-heart conversations with a specific character to unlock a special quest. These quests will earn your comrades unwavering loyalty, and if you wish, even something more. These conversations cannot be done out of order. You must complete all preceding heart-to-hearts in order to do the next. These are key in solidifying your friendships and pursuing romantic relations. Oh my god, that's cool! I ship myself with Melissa so bad. She's so cute. That is... Oh no! More! God, this episode is turning into a 2-hour-long video. Oh my god, I was not expecting this. I hope I cut this in half. Oh, I really hope I cut this in half. Okay, Melissa! Access Melissa's heart-to-heart 1. Yes! Melissa is walking from one end of the room to another. She looks annoyed. It could be any number of things, but I decide to talk to her and figure things out. As soon as I approach her, she stops in her tracks and lets out an exasperated sigh.
You know, I thought things would be different. If you made me the elder, I'd have a big game plan. And I thought I did, but I realized how little I know. Obviously, keeping our independence is important, right? But I've realized that's actually kind of insignificant. Our problems are here in the present, not out in the future.
Oops.
Maintaining our identity is a plan for the future. If Valinor succumbs to the cold, there'll be nothing left to maintain. I still believe we need our independence, but that can't happen for a while. So, against my better judgment, alliances might be necessary. I doubt we can find a way to save Valinor all on our own. We'll require knowledge from all corners of Alestia. So, that might make things a bit tricky. Rebuilding a nation that wants nothing to do with you. Who'd help me if I planned to give nothing in return? Sorry for rambling on. It's just a lot to take in. But being able to talk about it definitely helps. Thanks, Seer. At the end of the day, being able to confide in you is great.
Oh, you can do so much more, Valessa. Of course, we'll handle everything together. Oh, I don't want to fuck up. Oh, this is going to have so many save slots then. This looks like it's the related like that one. She blushes and rubs the back of her head with a hand. Shuffling awkwardly in place, I can tell she's flattered.
That's good to hear, Seer. Nobody should go through this stuff alone. It's a lot better, feeling like I'm part of a team.
Oh, you're part of the team, all right. You're so adorable. She seems to disregard my advance, so I decide to back off. Perhaps the timing was imperfect. I could always try again later.
Let's not get too far off track, alright?
Sure. It's hard to get a read on her next expression, but she shuffles about some more. Taking a few steps away from me, she rests her back against the wall. Step closer to her, inching ourselves away from
What
Forgan.
am I going to do? I want Valinor's independence, but I can't get it alone. As we travel the world, I'll need help wherever I can get it. Connecting our nation with the spirits isn't something I can do alone. I have no idea how I'll get it done, though. Like I said, I'll need help from the outside world. What an odd idea. Alliances to achieve independence? No, people would just think I'm using them. In order to do this efficiently, I'd have to keep it a secret. Glean information wherever I can without telling anybody why. A book here, a conversation there, until I find a solution. At the end of the day, nobody would know what I was up to. But when our journey is over, I'd have the means to save Valinor. That sounds so unethical. But is it really? If it saves our nation? What do you think about all of this, Seer?
Oh, yeah, click. Honestly, that's really kind of rash. You really want to be honest about what you're doing,
I
Valessa.
guess you're right. If I got caught, things would go wrong. Don't want to harm our chances of saving the world. Can you imagine if somebody did that to us? Helping us out, only to use us for information? I feel bad for suggesting it, but dire times, you know?
That's what, what's his name with Antlers
Thanks
was
for giving
saying
me your
earlier.
advice, Seer. It's good to have some direction. I was feeling lost. I'm glad to know we can keep working together like this.
Oh, we can do so much more. I was just kidding, and that's the thing about, we can do more than just work together. Oh, shit balls. I'm gonna say that, obviously, because I just said it.
I know. Trust me, I know. But is this really the time to talk about that stuff? It's not that I'm not interested, it's just timing.
Oh my god, she said to me.
Maybe I'll feel a bit different once we get to Mazeo. Settling down in the Rebel HQ might make things easier. Right now, there's just so much happening.
Oh, that's
I'm
awesome.
mobile. It'll take some time before I can think about that stuff. If only the day went by normally. Who knows what would have happened.
She smiles at me, and it seems she's accepting of my advances. Yes! However, the way things are, I understood her exception. It would be better to talk about that stuff later.
Let's get things
Aw.
moving, alright? Like I said, I have a better sense of direction now. Or at the very least, my mind is more clear. That's all I needed.
Okay. Letting out outside, she starts to walk away. I'm glad I decided to reach out to her like this. A clouded mind could affect her performance. If we wanted to win this, everyone would need to be resolute. I shouldn't miss any opportunity to bond with my friends and comrades. Their survival in the future would directly relate to their morale. Good Lord, how long is this? Taking things further. I did it. I was successful. I'm saving over that one. Hee hee. Shit. Well, I have to end this. I've accidentally recorded this for 2 hours. I know that I stopped to eat in the middle of it and I had a few interruptions, but I forgot to turn start my timer back up, and I just started it recently, so it says I've been recording for an hour and 7 minutes. My computer says 2 hours and 8 minutes has been long for this recording. Audio is 2 hours and something minutes. I'm going to go ahead and have to end this here. I hate doing that because I think I'm getting close to the end of this piece, but this piece has gone on for almost 5 hours. This is insanity. So hopefully I got at least 2 episodes out of this. Maybe I cut this in half. I hope I did. If I didn't, I apologize. And it's a 2-hour long video. I hope I did. I really fucking hope I did. But I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here. That was cool. I'm finally actually getting some really cool stuff. There's a morale percentage. There's a purity percentage, which is freaking amazing. I've got so many peoples with me. Preferences. Oh, yeah, that's all that stuff. I mean, it's really, really cool. I can't believe this stuff. How far back can I go? Okay, it doesn't go that far back. But yeah, I'm going to go into this episode here, you guys. Hopefully you guys are enjoying this game. I quit the game, didn't I? I sure fucking did. Well, I'm going to go ahead and end this episode here, so hopefully you guys did enjoy. And we'll pick this up at a later date. I'm going to try not to wait so long before recording this again. But yeah, that's tons of fun. It's freaking amazing. I still can't believe it's so long. How big is that? How long is that game completely? It's really, really cool. But I'm going to go into this episode here. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey! Peace off! What's up?